Alright everyone, and welcome to another F1 2013 League race with me, Sam. This is the Pinnacle League, Season 2, Round 12. We're in Italy, at Monza, and here we are on my qualifying lap. Monza, it's a track where I think it's probably the one I want to win the most, really. I've never won here in a league race before, and it's definitely up there with like my favourite tracks, Sepang, Montreal, Spa, tracks like that. And yeah, it's definitely one that I really want to do well at. Some of you might know that I'm part Italian. I'm not actually from Italy or anything. I've never actually visited my family there, so it's not really a home race, but it's definitely one that I always look to do well at, because I'm a Ferrari fan, and it just adds that little bit more to it, really. And of course I'm driving for Ferrari, so yeah, God please the tifosi. And you can see we're up on this lap, doing very well actually. I've actually been struggling quite a lot really to pull a good lap together here, but on this last one I saw I was so far down the order, I just told myself I had to pull it all together here and try and do as well as I could, and I actually managed to get a pretty good job out at the end. As we're coming through a pilot Rocco, which is where I was really struggling in qualifying, so we come to cross the line now, and I go second, and I didn't have enough fuel to do another lap, so I retired at that point. But yeah, for front row, and I was very happy with that actually. It's R12 who took pole for Caterham, and it's James in third. My teammate was fourth. He's championship leader, of course. So yeah, decent qualifying for Ferrari at their home race. And we're going to the grid now, and I was hoping for another very good start, like I've been getting recently. And I was hoping that maybe I could get past R12 into turn one, but you gotta be careful here because it's such a tight first corner and such a heavy brake in. But yeah, I knew I was gonna brake cautiously into this, like whatever happened, even if I did get a good run, as the lights are coming on now. We get a decent getaway, using most of our curves really as we build up speed towards turn one. Now I'm right in behind R12. I then go to look to the inside. I brake very early actually, just in case, but yeah, I don't lose any places and I maintain second with R12 still out in front, but I'm still right on him as we head around Curva Grande now. So just slipping about to mix 2 so we don't use up all our fuel straight away. And I'm looking to pass him here into the second chicane, and he does run a bit wide, and then he touches gravel and I can just get around him, and I'm ahead going into the Lesmos, and I think James might have passed him as well. Yep, he did. And yeah, I'm into the lead already, so it's been a very good start for me here. But I'm certainly not clear yet, because I've got James all over the back of me, and we're just obviously going to be resuming our battle from Spa, where obviously he came out on top. But I was more confident this time with my setup. I was pretty certain I had a decent chance here on the straights, but doesn't stop him having luck down the back straight here towards Parabolic. I moved to the inside line so he doesn't try and think about slipping a move up there. I lock up slightly, but I managed to just hang him out on the outside, and I've held place as we come to cross the line for the end of the first lap of this 13 lap race. But as we cross the line, he's got another look at me now, and he's got the race in line, and he should have, I think he is going to have the move done before the corner, and he does. And there's a little bit of contact there as I just understeer into him slightly, and he does get the place into the lead of the race, and it's looking set to be another very long battle here, and I'm already back in his slipstream, and it was Vettel Alonso style there through Curva Grande into the second chicane. I've just managed to brake later, and I was through into the lead once again. And yeah, R12 still up in third there, and I've got the lead for now at least, but we're crossing the line now to begin the third lap, and James is pretty much going to repeat the same move he did a lap ago into turn one on the outside, but of course the race in line, and he is through into the lead, and that was even more comfortable for him that time. DRS now enabled, but he didn't have it at that point. Later on in the lap, heading down the back straight, I did have DRS down the straight towards the Ascari, but I've got a good run him into Parabolic in the inside line. I brake, but I lock up slightly, and that just really ruins it for me really. I nearly wipes out both of us there, and yeah, I really messed that one up, and now my teammate and also Arte are going to be right on my tail as we head down the pit straight now towards the heavy braking of turn 1, and they're both just in the slipstream. And of course, when you make a mistake at the final corner, it just sets you back for the whole straight, and I lose 2 places there. Was looking to gain 1 place and ended up losing 2, so not very good. But I think we are about to skip a bit now. Yeah, we do skip a whole lap there, and nothing much for me changed because we were all sat in the slipstream really, or with DRS. None of us really able to do anything about it. I've set a purple sector on this lap as they all run a little bit wide into the second chicane, and this is where there's a bit of a deciding point in the race as Jack runs wide and he hits the wall and he loses his front wing, and that's 1 Ferrari down. Although he did keep it going, but he's now without a front wing and he's going to have to limp back to the pits. He's still held on to force, but yeah, that's certainly ruined his race. So I've got DRS on Arte, but I can't really do anything into Ascari. And yeah, that's not what Jack would have wanted in front of the home crowd, really. Yeah, the team's home crowd. And of course, we've been fairly dominant all season, 9 wins from 11 races, a podium in every race so far. And into the parabolic, I make another little mistake there, just understeering wide. And that was really my problem throughout the qualifying and the race, really, as Arte decided to pit. I think James was thinking about pitting as well there, but he changed his mind. And I was thinking about pitting there as well, but yeah, Jack pitted, and then this happens on lap 6. Yeah, and that's 2 Ferraris in the wall in 2 laps, and that's 2 front wings gone as well. So yeah, that wasn't very good for us. But I mean, me and Jack, maybe we just wanted to give the crowd some souvenir Ferrari front wings, Sure, they were broken, but yeah, I thought it was a nice gesture. But we are going to have to pit now, in all seriousness. But it did ruin our race very much there for both of us, and it certainly wasn't what we wanted. I was very annoyed with myself for that mistake, actually, because I've normally, if you watch my videos, you notice I don't normally make unforced errors like that anymore. I'm fairly consistent, and it was so annoying at this race of all races that I made that mistake, as I exit the pit now in 9th and Jack's down in 10th, and this isn't what we wanted at Monza. As we exit the pits now, and yeah, I'm on cold tyres and I'll run a bit wide, and there's actually a little bit of contact between us as well. Just had a bit of insult to injury there, but it didn't really affect either of us as we're heading through the Curva Grande now, and he's got to look at me now for 9th place, and it should be pretty simple for him on the brakes towards the second chicane. And yep, he's through. Brandon having a bit of luck at this as well, so we run it wide. And yeah, we're down to 10th place now. I think it was Psycho Swish in 12th who was having a look at Brandon as well at this point. And you can always see Jack's pulling away from us a fair bit there. But we're skipping a lap or 2 now to lap 8, and I've actually got back up to him, and I'm looking to pass him into the Parabolica. So yeah, we may have been out of contention for the win here, and most likely a podium, but we still putting on a bit of a show for the home fans here as we head down the pit straight. DRS open for me now, and we're making a place or 2 due to people who haven't pitted yet, and breaker for turn 1, and I just about get through into the lead. And yeah, up into 6th place at this point. You can see Simoncelli and Colonel Chitek were the 2 cars that are just a bit up the road from us, and as we skip to a bit later on now, you're going to see that they do make quite an impact in this race. We're heading down the straight now towards the first corner, and yeah, there's contact there between Chitek and Simoncelli, and I've run it a bit wide in turn 1 and my teammates through. And now this is about to turn into quite an epic 5-way battle if 4th place in the race between me, my teammate, Colonel Chitek, Simoncelli and Psycho Swish. We're all very close together here, and I'm amazed that we're getting through some of these corners without collisions. And I mean, yeah, no spoilers or anything, but as Jack runs wide in the first Lesmo and I get him for the second one, and now it's just you don't know who's going to have DRS and who here, but we've all seemed to have it here, apart from obviously Simoncelli, who was at the front of this group. And I'm through into, well, I maintain 6th, but Colonel Chet runs wide there. There's a bit of contact with me and my teammate as well as we start to head down the back straight now towards the final corner. My teammate's still all over the back of me, and Simoncelli's thinking about well, he's not thinking about it. The rest of us all thinking about passing him, and we all run, and I run wide through Parabolica, and I lose the place to my teammate. Psycho Swish having a look as well, and now is where it all gets a bit hectic as we're coming down the main straight, with most of us with DRS, and break in for turn 1. I move to the inside. There's the contact between Chitek and Jack. They both run on, and then they both gain place. They slow down to let us through, and then they have a side pod contact and they send Simoncelli into the wall. So that was very unfortunate, and then Psycho Swish just strolls through into 4th place, just from 8th to 4th in like about 2 seconds there. Well, I actually did get in place, so I got up to 5th, but yeah, it's a shame to gain it that way, because I mean, I don't know if there was actually contact between the two of them, but for 4th place it did kind of go to and fro between me and Psycho Swish, but this is where it came to conclusion on the final lap. So I have DRS into Ascari around the outside. I wasn't sure if I gave him enough space, but we didn't collide, so I guess I did, and I got through up into 4th place. As you see, James wins for McLaren. This is his and the team's first win of the season. I think Arte was 2nd. It's going to be Hickey 3rd. Vassal was first podium of the season, and for the first time all season, at Monza of all places, Ferrari are going to finish off the podium, but I still get a very respectful 4th place, and I do actually close a bit of the gap in the championship to my teammate, who even though we're teammates, he's still my main rival really. I think Arte's caught right up to me now as well in the championship. I think we're something like 50 and 51 points off respectively with 8 rounds still to go, so I think there's still a good way to go in this battle. But I think that's about it for this race. So if you enjoyed it, then leave a like on the video, and I'll see you for Formula Xbox Tier 2, the first round of the new season. Goodbye.